So the Miami Heat have prioritized Kevin Durant over Donovan Mitchell. So let's talk about it. According to Jake Fischer, okay, I don't like Jake Fischer, of Bleacher Report. I actually don't know him or anything about him. Just a lot of NBA players don't like him. So I've joined the wave that I do not like Jake Fischer. So RJ Barrett and Tyler Herro, 2 extension eligible 2019 first rounders who seem to be tied to the outcomes of Durant in the Mitchell trade sweepstakes. However, the Miami Heat remain focused on acquiring an all-star of these 2 guys, I guess. And the thing is that it seems like the Heat are going all in on Durant over Mitchell. And yeah, people are saying like the Durant Warriors, but it's looking like if Durant goes anywhere, it's going to be to the Heat. So we're going to sit down right here and talk about how the Heat can get him over here real quick and why this is a possibility, okay? Because it's an interesting situation, because when you look at Kevin Durant, it's interesting because we don't know where KD is going to go. Like, will KD end up somewhere new? And there's rumors about Kobe White from Jake Fischer talking about that he doesn't look like he'll find an extension. So could Kobe White and players like Nazir Little, who are almost expiring, Matisse Thybulle, could they be included in this? Cameron Johnson, guys who are right outside. Could these guys be players of such that the Miami Heat try to acquire to trade to the Nets? Because people don't realize, like, the whole thing. I'm going to sit back for this, okay? We're going to sit back and we're going to listen to me talk, okay? So, first off, the whole thing people don't realize is I also need to change this microphone. Hopefully this doesn't sound too bad. Ugh. You know what? We're going to stop and we're just going to grab this, all right? So, sorry for that terrible audio right there. But we're going to talk from right here, sitting on this chair in the corner. If you look at this team currently, what's the problem? What's the problem with getting Kevin Durant? If they're not going to trade Jimmy Butler, they don't want to trade Bam. That leaves you Kyle Lowry, you can't even trade Victor Oladipo or Caleb Martin for a period of time because of the recently signed player restriction. So basically, Max Strus gave Vincent Nikola Jovic, and Jovic can't be traded for a certain amount of days either. Because if you guys remember, Andrew Wiggins couldn't have been traded until I think a month or 2 before the NBA season, right as training camp starts. So this is a deal that would have to be Omer Yurtseven, okay? Omer Yurtseven. And probably, yeah. And this is wild because they have Darius Days and Marcus Garrett on 2 ways, Orlando Robinson and Boye. I think they're both competing for a training camp spot, or they might be on minimum deals. But Yurtseven, Vincent, Strus, Jovic, Herro, Adebayo, and Lowry are their only trade assets that they can trade. And they don't want to trade Bam Adebayo. They want to keep Bam, so it can be Bam, Jimmy, and KD. So for me, and they don't have many picks, okay? And the picks aren't good. So I've talked about this before. You package Jovic and Yurtseven. You try to get 2 first-round picks, 1 unprotected, 1 protected first-round pick. You trade Strus and Vincent. You try to get 2 picks. If you can't get 1 unprotected pick. And then that leaves you right there with Herro. You try to trade Herro for 2 picks as well. And right there, ooh, I hit the microphone. That probably hurt your ears if you're listening with headphones. But if you do that right there, you get yourself 5 picks. And then you can just trade Lowry. And Lowry right there with Robinson. Lowry and Robinson will make the contracts work. Throw on 5 first-round picks. You maybe even talk with a team like I don't know if the Utah Jazz would do it, but the Indiana Pacers, the San Antonio Spurs, okay, the teams that can eat the salary of Kyle Lowry. You send them over there, maybe attach a pick, and then you just send them Duncan. Because if people don't realize, yes, Duncan Robinson on a terrible salary, but why do you think Duncan Robinson and Davis Bertans are still around? Dead-eye three-point shooters. Had a bad year. Three-point shooting is always in demand, especially if you're over 6'7" and you can hit those three-point shots on a regular basis. Then, yeah, buddy. But that's the thing people don't realize is that when you have yourself, I think the Heat, if anything, Kevin Durant will become a Heat if he goes anywhere, in my opinion. So goodbye.